Hello everyone, my name is Linda Adashinagorum, aka Asanwa. Today I am here with the President General of Okpoko and the former President General of Okpoko people. And now you are going to meet them with me today. Hello sir, can we meet you?
You're welcome. My name is Honorable Linus Ezanwamo, former Honorable Member of the State Assembly and former President General of Okpoko Community.
Thank you sir. Sir, can we meet you?
Hello, my name is Chief Enemo Francis, the President General of Okpoko Community.
Today, we are going to be telling you people the history of Okpoko.
I want to agree with you the fact that people who does not know about this community always project Okpoko in a bad light. But that is not true. I want to say for sure that this community, for a community to be, is as a result of migration. Nobody germinates from the soil. Every community in existence today is as a result of, their forefathers migrated from here to here, and the community started being a community. So in the case of this community, there are two siblings, two brothers of the same mother from Obosi. In those days, as we were reliably informed or told by our forefathers, our fathers then, that these two brothers, by name Okpoko, Nebo, and Okpoko Njaba. Okpoko Nebo and Okpoko Njaba. These two brothers happens to come from Obosi and settled. Okpoko Nebo settled along Port Harcourt Road, while Okpoko Njaba settled here. That is how Okpoko came into being. People started coming to join them. They settled down here, have their families, establish their families, because maybe this place is green in nature. They were farmers then, and so a lot of people started coming to join them. And because of understanding they have, they started accommodating people. For example, like my father, late Emmanuel Ezanwama, came here in 1954 and built his first house in 1956. So even as I speak now, the 1963 census, when 1963 census was conducted, Okpoko, population of Okpoko then was 45,000 people. As far back as 1963 census, you can imagine, the document is at the archive now. You can go there, it's a public document, you can go there and certify it. 45,000 population then. So the people began to, live communally, and there is a stream called Anmodo. There is a place called Anmodo today, Anmodo Quarters. That place, Anmodo Quarters, is named after the stream, Anmodo stream. Before the war, and early 70s, when we were growing up, we used to go there and swim. And Modu stream is dead today. So people began to live communally, having things together, sharing, values and things like that. So the government embraced them, listened to their cries, came in. There is one thing I want to let all of you know. of all the communities in Anambra State, of all the settlers, wherever people like Fege, like Omoba, like Ugwaba, Okpoko is Okpoko stood, first among equal. You know why? Because this place was gazetted and recognized as a community, autonomous community, over and above Fege, where millionaires are more about and things like that. And you can imagine, you begin to wonder, why of all these places, Okpoko was recognized as autonomous community. And law, it is law today. When you bring out the Federal Republic of Nigeria Constitution, you will see Okpoko there as an autonomous community. Even Anambra State law, you will see Okpoko as autonomous community. So I'm not surprised when all these area people began to envy this Okpoko people, because of the nature, because of the kind of people that first settled here. So they are not millionaires. Most of them are not literate, but they were able to achieve what all these people could not achieve. So no wonder all these envies are coming. And this place has a constituency of its own, autonomous constituency, which I represented at the Anambra State House of Assembly. And I want to tell you, anytime state constituencies are being created or local government are being created, Okpoko will be giving more up to 2 local governments. So I'm not surprised. So I'm happy you've come to see with us and help us to change the narrative, the mindset of people against this community. It is not the way people think we are. Remember, there is no place you cannot get bad people. There is no place you cannot get bad people, good people and bad people. Otherwise, you will not see all these armed robbery criminals from all over the places. So why? Maybe if one person is caught from living from Okpoko or something like that, then everybody in Okpoko is a criminal. It is not so. It is not true. So let me stop here.
Is there one particular tribe living in Okpoko?
Okpoko is full of predominantly mixed tribes, but shared ideology. We have people from different ethnicity. Look, this community accommodates every facet of human beings in Nigeria. But the moment you step into this community, you will be you cue yourself to the system. We are a people with different, with different ethnicity, with different culture, but this culture, we've been able to harness them, understand ourselves. That is why when Okpoko people step out to do something, they do it without minding you are from Yoruba, you are from Kanuri, or you are from Hausa, No, we are people with one ideology.
Good things that has happened in this community.
At least if you've been able to go to the secretariat, you will see the secretariat of this community. That secretariat was my brainchild when I was the President General. Let me draw you a little back. In 1993, when I was elected to the State House of Assembly, I was able to push Okpoko into the state legislature. There was a law that was enacted for World Bank to come into Okpoko and made some footprints. And as a result of that bill, World Bank really came in 1999 and awarded 6 roads in Okpoko. When you look at this Okachi Street, Atani Road was tarred then. Then it's one of the road. Okachi is one of the road. Ede Road, Muobike, there is what we call Okpoko Ring Road. Okpoko Ring Road traversed from Oboduku Junction, heading to Ede Road, to Muobike, Chidebere, Adazian, Muobom, straight to Okachi, to Atani Road, to this Oboduku Road. That is called Okpoko Ring Road. It was my brainchild. But lo and behold, that 6th World Bank Road was not actually implemented. The money was encumbered, though government later, there was an investigation that were carried out, and the money the value depreciated. As at the time, government, discovered how the money went through. Okay, so this gutter, this is one of the sample gutter. This gutter was not put in place today. It was far back in 1999. This gutter, you can see how the gutter looks like. It was carried out by foreign contractors. So ever since then, Okpoko had a series of leadership that chronicle from early 60s. If you visit the secretariat, you will see the leadership ladder. It was my brainchild. I handed it over to my predecessor. Okay? Now that secretariat was about 13 plots earmarked for developmental purposes by our fathers then. Starting from school 1 to Ojoto Road, you can see the plethora of primary schools. That areas, those parcels of land were earmarked by our fathers for this schools project. And today, you can see schools springing up. We have about 3 secondary schools here: Unity Girls, Okpoko Boys, and Okpoko Girls. They are functioning. The secretariat, when you go inside the secretariat, you will see one of the best primary health center. You will see the Chief Magistrate Court and Magistrate Court. You will see the computer secretariat, where Okpoko students were supposed to come and have knowledge of computer system. Though the computer that were meant for that place is still, though has not been fixed, but the computer is somewhere. Okay? Now you will see the foundation that were laid there. That is Okpoko Civic Hall, which I believe with time the hall will come into being. So there are series of good things that have come to this community. When you go inside the community, you will see good structures. You will see churches. You will see individual buildings. You can see three decades springing up. Now, it was as a result of the quietness of this place that some big men who happens to run away or who happens to live in a territory or mobile started coming down here to put up their buildings. You go around, you see hotels, the hospitality houses, you see good hospitals. Edmond hospitals are there. You see we have about 14 primary schools. We have many towns that take good care of so many health centers. And my predecessor have a plan now to put up a befitting hospital for this community. That I think it's under this process now. So, and those of us who were born and brought up here, am I not a good thing that's come from this community? I am one of them. So I must continue to pledge my loyalty for this community, that this land where I was born and brought up. I went to school when my mates are going to school. I started, I'm a political science student, so I'm now a political consultant, so I'm into self-employed. So don't you look at me. Am I not looking good? Are the people living in Nigeria better than me? And see my car, I have this one, I have my prestige, this one is for business, this other one is for pleasure. So what again? I love communal living. I don't like, the one thing I will not do at this age is to get myself into a compound. It's like going into a prison yard. I cannot go into a prison yard at this age. So I love communal life. People sharing greetings, sharing felicitations, paying visits, with people. So I love that. I don't know. I can see myself. If I want to go to Tratre, I go to Tratre. If I want to go to GR, even the new billionaire quarters, I have the requisites. I have the capacity to go there. But I cannot. I love fear. I love living with my people. Okay?
Thank you, sir. Like you said you're one of the good men that Okpoko have produced. Are there other good men that this community has produced so far? Good men and women?
Lawyers, doctors, engineers, aeronautic. One of my wife's students from Enugu State is now this lady is working at Akanibian Airport. It's a product of this community. Is in charge of the control tower at Ifeinwa Uzendo. Ifeinwa Uzendo is from Enugu State. Is controlling is in charge of the control tower at Akanibian. It's a product of this community. Akanibian International Airport. He's controlling. He's in charge of the control tower there. Ifeinwa Uzendo is married to one man from IK, from Osomala or whatever.